Mr. President, I share with my colleagues the sentiment of the moment about the powerless nation, Nigeria, in terms of electricity. But emotions might be poor like water, but will not solve the problem. And discussions sometimes will not help matters. The truth, Mr. President, is that power is very expensive. It's not fried eggs, it's not fried chicken. It's expensive projects beyond what we can imagine. Only recently, we're talking about 11 point something trillion for our budget, the whole national budget. And it takes about $2 million for 1 megawatt of power generation. So if you need 100,000 megawatts, we're talking about $200 billion. So I don't agree with those who sing these songs of sentiments of $16 billion has been put into power. $16 billion into power is like a drop of water in an ocean. But the issue, Mr. President, is those handling the power, especially the discourse, these are poor people comparatively to the power itself. So let's face reality. Our problem is that our nation again is over-centralized. Mr. President, let me help you with some analysis. You agree with me today that in Europe, some countries are about 2 million people. Some nations are about 5 million, 3 million people. Yet they have power. And here in this country, we have federating units called the state governments. They are left out completely. They are in dark about what is happening about the power solution in Nigeria. So should the state be a nation in this country? Doesn't mean it will not provide power for itself. But you see, over-centralization of authority in Nigeria has hampered the power development in our country. So what we need to do is, and our society is not properly organized. Today we have 12 megawatts of power, 7,000 capacity. While America is talking about 717,000. You can see the comparison. So we're not starters. But even within the small that we have, if we apply right, we should have used this to the productive sector of our economy. Because power is wealth set aside for the production of further wealth. It's business. But we try to politicize power in Nigeria. That's our major problem. This is where you have a power plant sited in a place that is far away from the source of gas. And you see people setting up factories, a place far away from power. And some of the political leaders building their house in the village, 100 away kilometers from the city, and they want power transmitted to them alone. So we have a problem. I think there will be what is called power rationalization, decentralization of power. And we have to allow private participation, public-private PPP into power. What I mean by this, if you can afford power, you afford power. If you can't afford power, you can't afford power. There's no second way to it. It's not about sentiments. So what this nation will do under the present ugly situation, which our power situation points out to us, is to first and foremost guarantee people off-take. Because sometimes we try to do things for people. Nigerians are smart people. If you guarantee power off-take and say, listen, I will take 1,000 megawatts of power or 500 megawatts of power if you can give it to me. Leave it. There are investors with money who can give you power. But if we don't do this and wait until government itself will organize power and distribute it and people will not pay their bills, no power is there. Let them bring states into this and challenge the states on that matter. Mr. President, thank you.